Good morning, students. Welcome back to the classroom teaching once again. I, Mr. P.S. Majumdar, will be teaching you the plant physiology portion under your syllabus. Okay. In your plant physiology, there are 5 chapters. That is absorption of water by the root system of the plant body, ascent of sap, transpiration, photosynthesis, and the chemical coordination in plants. Out of these 5 chapters, the first 4 chapters, that is starting from absorption of water by the root system of the plant body, ascent of sap, transpiration, and photosynthesis are the water related process. Clear? All these 4 processes involves the water. Okay. Now, water, as you know, is one of the most important component for the survival of all different forms of lives on this universe. Clear? Without water, no life can survive. Water play a very, very important role in maintaining the life and carrying out the life processes. As you know that the cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life, and in the cell, the actual living part is the protoplasm. And about 92 to 95% of protoplasm is pure water. Clear? And in rest, there are different types of organic and inorganic substances. Clear? The activity of the cell, the physiological activity of the cell, in fact, depend on the amount of water present in the cell. You know that seeds are the living things. Clear? The seeds are the living things, but they do not show any activity of life. That is only because the amount of water in the living cells of the seed are in very less amount. So, since the amount of water is very less in the living cells of the seed, they cannot show any living activity. Clear? So, there are many other functions conducted in the living body using water. For plant, clear, it is more important than animals, because you know that plants are basically anabolic in nature. They carry out a number of building up reactions. They are commonly known as producers. Why plants are known as producers? The green plants are commonly known as producers because they produce different types of complex chemical substances which are not only used by the plants, but they are also used by the animals. Clear? So, they are commonly known as producers. Now, for producing different types of organic substances, plant use water as a raw material. The best example is photosynthesis. Clear? Photosynthesis is a complex biochemical process in which the green parts of the plant body or the green tissues of the plant body synthesizes food material in the form of sugar using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. So, in conducting the process of photosynthesis, water is used as a raw material. So, this is one of the example. In many other processes, the plant uses water as a raw material. Clear? Now, before I start the various water related processes, there are certain structures and certain process which you need to know. Clear? There are certain structures and certain process which you need to know. So, we will start from that. Now, first come to membranes. Clear? Membrane is a term we are familiar with. Clear? Like cell membrane, plasma membrane, nuclear membrane. Clear? So, what are these membranes? The membranes are the biological limiting layers. The biological limiting layers are known as membranes. Clear? The biological limiting layers are known as the membranes. That means any structure or any layer, clear, which cover any particular structure or part in the living body are known as a membrane. Okay. So the example are nuclear membrane, plasma membrane, cell membrane are the common example of membrane. Now there are three types of, functionally there are three types of membrane. Clear? First, impermeable. Impermeable membrane. Clear? Those membrane are known as impermeable in nature, which do not allow the flow or movement of the molecules or particles of any size through them. Clear? So those membrane are known as impermeable in nature, which do not allow the flow or movement of the particle or molecule of any size through them. Clear? So it is absolutely closed. Clear? The example of impermeable membrane are eggshell. Clear? Or surface layer of animal skin. Animal skin, our skin is impermeable in nature. So when we take bath, no water enters through the skin. Clear? That is because it is impermeable in nature. Second is permeable. Just a minute. Permeable. Those membranes are known as permeable in nature, which allow the flow or movement of the molecules or particles of any size through them. It allows everything. Clear? So those membranes are known as permeable in nature, which allow the flow or movement of the molecules or particles of any size through them. Clear? As for example, cell wall. We call it wall, but remember it is actually, clear, scientifically it is a membrane, it is a covering. So cell wall is absolutely permeable in nature. It allows the flow or movement of the molecules or particles of any size through them. And the third is semi-permeable. Semi means part. Alright. So those membranes are known as semi-permeable in nature, which allow the flow or movement of the molecules or particles of certain specific size only through them, not all. Clear? So those membranes are known as semi-permeable in nature, which allow the flow or movement of the molecules or particles of certain specific size only through them. Clear? Like cell membrane, clear, plasma membrane, nuclear membrane, clear, they all are semi-permeable in nature. Okay. The semi-permeable membrane are also known as differentially permeable or selectively permeable in nature. Clear? The semi-permeable membrane are also known as selectively permeable or differentially permeable in nature. Clear? So these are different types of membranes.